For more on the Dominican Republic's deportation of Haitians, I spoke to Kim Ives, editor of the Haiti Liberté News Weekly, and I began asking about how Dominicans of Haitian descent are coping.
People who, back as far as 1929, might have had Haitian parents and were born there and have grown up there, speak only Spanish, don't know anything or anybody in Haiti, are now being dumped across the border, or are about to. They say officially they're going to start to do it starting in August, but people say some have already been taken across. So a lot of it is actually Dominicans, people who have grown up Dominican and know only the Dominican Republic. Of course, Haitians have been going to the Dominican Republic for generations to find work, and the Dominicans have been welcoming them for that. And they also have been dumped across, as the Haitian foreign minister recently said, like dogs.
Here's some numbers for you. 450,000 people was the potential impact this might have on. 290,000 of them have registered according to the Dominican Republic. My understanding is that they now sit in some sort of legal limbo, because just because they've registered doesn't necessarily mean that you are legal. And some are calling this a human rights crisis. Do you believe that's true?
Yes, I think it is. I mean, the bureaucratic snafus involved are very well known. It's very difficult and it costs a lot of money. There's all kinds of language problems. And a lot of people have managed to get what they think are papers, and it turns out the papers are no good. So, you know, the irony is this is primarily for political reasons, I could say, and they are often race-related. This is resulting in a human rights crisis. About 20,000 people already have had to flee because they're being intimidated, brutalized, sometimes killed. A guy was lynched back in February.
How will tourism potentially could be impacted for either country?
Well, Haitians are, I could say, run the Dominican Republic. Every sidewalk concrete you see being poured, or a plantain you see being picked, or sugar cane being cut. Yes, it's Haitians doing it. The huge numbers have worked over there, and it's going to have a huge impact on the tourist sector too, where in all the resorts and restaurants you find Haitians in the kitchens, in the bathrooms, cleaning. So this is, I think, going to hurt the Dominican Republic, especially as the boycott movement begins to gather steam.
A lot of people are asking the Dominican Republic government officials to sort of take a step back and maybe a time out and try to soften their stance. I'm wondering if you think that's a realistic possibility.
Well, I think eventually it will amount to that, because a lot of Dominicans are against this as well. And I think that the Dominican authorities who have been championing this policy and defending this policy are playing really to the margins, to the ultra-nationalists who I don't think have really the support of the majority of the Dominican people. I mean, you can go in any area near the border and it's all mixed. It's Dominican fathers, Haitian mothers, Haitian fathers, Dominican mothers. People are intermarried. I don't think this is a popular policy, and I think that the scapegoating isn't going to go far.
We often talk a lot about the economies, and this has an economic angle as well, because if it wasn't for the jobs and resources available in the Dominican Republic, the Haitians wouldn't be there. So I would think that if you could strengthen the Haitian economy, that would be certainly one of the problem solvers. I know there's been some attempts in the past to do that post the earthquake. How are those efforts coming along, and what more needs to be done, at least on the Haitian side?
Well, the problem on the Haitian side has been that the government, despite its slogans and public relations, which have been very, very good, is totally corrupt. And this has been a real turn-off to foreign investors. Some people have tried to go in there and open up hotels, etc., and they end up finding that they're dealing with all kinds of payoffs and problems. So it hasn't really, I think you have to solve the corruption problem in Haiti. And not that Dominican Republic doesn't have corruption as well, but I could say that the U.S. companies in Dominican Republic have more hands-on their operations there than you find in Haiti.